Welcome to Europe's biggest airplane storage site.
Sam, welcome to Tarmac Aerosave site in Teruel, Spain. This is much more than an aircraft graveyard. Here we store, we maintain, and we recycle aircraft.
This is unbelievable time in aviation. So many planes were stored here, got out of here, and flew in the sky, got their second life. This is more exciting than coming to Disneyland. Lines and lines and lines of wide bodies, especially four-engine airplane, A340, A380. Tell us more about how many planes here in storage.
Yeah, currently we have 55 aircraft parked here. However, we have parked roughly 140 during pandemic. So we have been really busy, and now this is what we did.
It took you 1 week to cover up the engine, the gear, the doors. Yeah. But how often you have to come inside to check the aircraft?
Yeah, to come inside we came every 15 days, okay? However, every week we come and have a look that all it's still covered and all the tape is still in place. That will make sure that no water, no birds will come inside to damage the aircraft. Therefore, we secure that the aircraft is really well protected. Every 15 days, as mentioned before, we remove the covers and turn around the wheels just to make sure that they are still with all the pressure inside that we need. We remove the chocks, which are to prevent the movement. Okay, so
let me try. I want to kick the tire. Oh yeah.
Let's move it.
Pressure is inside.
Let's move it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. We have a lot of air. It's not flat.
Yes, it is, and also it is grounded to the ground. The redundancy is there.
Extremely, yeah, because the plane might move. The weather here is really windy right now. The plane might move.
We can try to move it, but I don't think we can. We will be able.
It on the ground.
I cannot move it. So it is really
it's already tight, right? Yeah. Yeah, I can see it's strapped. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We not also prevent something to be inside the engine. However, we also protect the parts which are exposed to the weather with that compound. And later on the return to service, there is a team which is just cleaning and make sure that it is in good condition and that nothing has been occurred during the storage.
Would you look at the length of this airplane, the A340-600, one of the longest plane out there, and you need a huge yard to park these planes line by lines. But for sure, Paula, this one is not going to fly because the wings is missing. The wing is gone, dismantled.
Yes, Sam, you are right. This aircraft will not fly again. The components have been removed and the aircraft will be recycled.
I can hear the APU is running. That's a good sign. The airplane is waking up.
Yes, Sam, this is welcome to our reactivation area. This aircraft came in 2020 from Etihad and now it's going to be back. We are working to make it fly back again by the end of August.
Wow, so more A380 joining back on Etihad fleet.
Yes, that's a happy news for all.
Wow.
I mean, no one thought that it could come back to fly, but after 4 years it's coming back to fly and we will work 5,000 hours on this aircraft to make it fly again.
Go in the cockpit, take a look.
Do you have good memories about this aircraft?
This one, Alpha Papa Echo, I think I've flown this one. Yeah, I definitely flown a lot of airplane parked here. I'm really glad you guys are working on this. This is going to back to second life to fly in the sky again. So yeah, show us about what you're doing right now.
We can start engine number 1, crank, okay. Engine manual selector, go to crank position. Everything is clear for engine number 1, Diego?
Yeah.
Okay, I set the chrono on and go to start engine number 1.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Start valve open, into turning. Okay, stabilize. I go to check the hydraulic page. Everything's okay, 5,000. And go to move a little bit flight controls. The other side. Okay, close to 2 minutes. I go to disconnect.
Perfect. So as soon as I sat down in the cockpit, which is still look very new, if you look at the white leather sheepskin seats, right? Oh, hey, the engineer demonstrated a engine crank on number 1. So he just taught me something. Engine crank was using bleed air outside. It was not using the fuel to start the engine. So that test went well?
Yes, perfect. The engine works properly, and now the engine is ready to go to the runway for make the engine start with the fireman for put fuel and improve the parameters of the engine with takeoff power.
The plane stored in 3 years here. Let's go inside, take a look at the cabin condition. Follow me. There you go. I remember this place, first class apartments. Says you're in good hands. Yeah. So new, it feels so clean and ready to go back to service. Can't wait to fly again. Let me do some spot check here, because I remember there used to be a vanity mirror and desk. Yep, it's working, the lights is on. And I'm impressed because imagine you store your car for 3 years. Probably won't start again, let alone an airplane, which is far more complex than a car. For 3 years, thousands of hours to work to put it back to service. This is the most important thing on the airplane.
Yes, the coffee maker.
The coffee maker.
Security.
Wow. So they will just plug back into the galley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam, do you want to take a look at the crew rest?
Oh yeah, let's go to
Let's
crew
go.
rest.
Let's go.
The A380 crew rest is something. It's below the main deck. It actually feels like a new airplane come out from factory. They still have everything sealed, you know, carpets covered.
So this is the door to the access to the crew rest. Okay,
Ah, here he comes.
magic.
All right, let's go in. Hopefully,
Yeah.
no somebody. Hopefully, there's no one inside there. Well, this is actually a tricky one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
better to go down this way, face
Much
back.
better.
Yeah, there you go. Secret first class,
Yeah.
really. Like a beautiful compartment,
Yeah.
training compartment.
And
I'm gonna
in-
go in and try.
Yeah.
And it fits me inside. A
Is it-
secret compartment.
Is it comfortable?
Very comfortable, flat bed.
This place that we are in this container, because it's like a square.
It's like a container.
Yeah, it's a container. It's like taking space from the cargo loading.
Oh, so
in
cargo's
lack of-
behind
yeah,
us.
behind us, this is the cargo. Yeah,
That's
for-
the Airbus concept. This is really just
Yeah.
one of the cargo container became a crew rest.
That's
I see.
true.
Sometimes as passenger, we forgot the engineers are the most important guys fixing the airplane and making sure the airplane is able to return to service to fly. Without them, the airplane won't fly. So I really like to thank you guys for working thousands of hours to get all the planes fly a second life again. I'm in a plane spotter's paradise. There's an A350, brand new LATAM. I saw that airplane in Victorville. Interestingly, it flew over to here, and now it's getting prepped and ready to go into Lufthansa. So there are airplanes actually in storage, and then they're in transition to the new owner. This is what's happening. This Etihad A380, hopefully Alpha Papa Delta, is also going back to service. But some planes here are a bit more sad, especially the BA jumbos. We all know what happened to them, and there's so many of them. And in fact, I flew a lot of airplanes in here, CIVS. One of them parked. So this is exactly how the airplane graveyard feel like. You can hear the wind. It's very windy. We're very high up in the desert here, very open. And the planes all taped up, and you can see some tapes making noises. Some planes' engines turning with the wind. It's sad sights, very sad. The end of the line here for these British Airways jumbo in the graveyard. This A340 with a German flag, that is a VIP aircraft. That's a former German Chancellor Angela Merkel's airplane, the 340 now. It's also with the engine took out and parked here. So for those airplanes that is not fortunate to fly out again, they are getting recycled here. So Ignacio, you show us what you're doing with all the parts recycling, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
You're
let's go have a
welcome
look.
to our aircraft.
Okay. So this one is got the former South African A330 paint. Let's go inside. Wow, everything's intact. It looks so clean as well. I'm impressed. It's not like a lot of those sand and dirt coming in. South African Airways, got all the logos on the galley here. Here's a clue. I know when this airplane's last flew because I'm reading the magazine. It says November 19. So probably just around COVID time, this airplane came here. Anyone want a magazine or a safety card? Duty free? Oh, here, this is interesting. So it looks like they've removed a lot of seats on the side and stacked them all up. So looks like they're gonna clean out the cabin here.
They are going to remove one of the parts that the customer want to recover. First step is to remove the parts. After they will attach a removal tag, identifying the item number of this part. Okay. So once it is removed, they will cap, okay, with the connectors to avoid any damage, to have the part in good condition. And after, we will move the parts to our inventory area, where we will pack and we will prepare to ship.
So I'm holding this part 599. Looks like it's some sort of speed brake of cockpit instrument. So Jose, how does this work? Like you are taking by request from customer one part in, one part out?
Yes, that's correct. The customer give us a list, a harvest list of the components that he wants. Okay, so we remove that component. We just remove with you, Sam. So we check we remove according to the AMM. We check that this the part number and serial number matches with the list of the customer. Okay, we put an item number, we put an identification tag, and then we go to the inventory to put it in the cloud, so the customer can know that this part has been removed.
Right, and then like, I wonder how long it takes to disassemble a whole A330 like this.
It takes around 12 weeks, okay?
Just 12 weeks, the whole plane?
Yes, the whole plane.
Can be recycled?
Yes, we first remove the parts that the customer wants, okay? And once we have removed all these parts, we ship it to them, and then we make disposal of the remaining airframe. We segregate all the materials, we leave the airframe completely naked, okay? And we send to the different recycling channels, every component, every remaining part of the aircraft, and then we cut the airframe with our diamond cable, and we send it to the recycling channel, being able to recycle up to 94% of the total weight of the aircraft. Sam, this is the inventory shop. We have removed the part, and now we are going to take pictures of the part, upload it in the cloud so the customer can see that the part has been removed.
Okay.
Now we are going to pack it and put it in the crate for shipping. Okay.
It's a lot of items in the shop here. If you're a frequent flyer Lufthansa, you'll recognize this bulkhead. And this is the first row of business class for sure, the footrest here, the entire piece. And then I also saw this oven, and there's even pilot's chairs. There's plenty of parts in this storage warehouse here. So in the shop here, I found a whole box of shipment. Looks like many parts going to customer. But when you keep saying customer taking these parts, do you sell single items to anyone walk in, like aviation enthusiasts, like I want to buy a Rolls-Royce engine cowling? Can I do that?
No, we don't. We perform this service for our customers, which are the owners of the aircraft, which are the airlines or the parts brokers company.
So you're just taking the parts down for them and ship back to the owner of the aircraft.
That's correct.
And they recycle, they take these to their spare tooling.
Yes, they do the spare tooling with the airlines, and the parts brokers, they sell it to other airlines, and after going to shop the parts, they sell it to other airlines. Which is completely clean, completely naked. So now we cut it. We cut the different sections with a wire cable, okay? That allow us to do clean cuts, to do in smaller pieces. All in a sustainable area, in an audited facility, and compliance with the environmental regulation.
They're using a cable to cut the wing. You can see it's making a little bit of progress here, maybe a little bit less than a quarter. It's cutting through. And then it's not what I saw in the US. They're using chainsaws. Those men are lots of muscles doing it by hand. Here they're using the machine to cut it through. So to end today's tour, I've got some great news to share. The birds like this has been on the ground for a couple years, but they just found their second home. As they belong to the sky, they will fly again. Thanks for watching.